Hey, so in today's video, I'll be covering the most affordable ice bath options out there. More specifically, I'll be covering my favorite options from Edge Theory Labs, as well as the Pod Company. So these are two brands that I have used personally. And the great thing is that there are more and more options on the market. These two products were just released, so that's why I wanted to make this video. They make doing ice baths extremely affordable, way more affordable than the $5,000 that I had to spend to get into ice baths. So over here, we have the Edge Theory Labs. This is the core tub. It starts at $300 for just this portion. There's also the bundle, which comes with this insulated top, as well as some other accessories. That one is about $450. Over here, we have the ice pod. There's no water in it, so it looks a little bit flimsy, but once you put water in it, it looks a little bit more full. The standard version of this is about $100. This is the pro version, so I think a little bit more, but like in that $100 range. And then over here is the long pod. This is brand new, just like this one. This one is about $300, I believe. And as you can see, it's just a different shape than this one. It's more elongated, so it's more like a actual bathtub. These are the three options that we'll be sort of comparing today, since they're super affordable. And also behind me, we have the Pod Chiller. So this one works with these two products. It's about $1,000 for the standard version, as well as $1,500 for the pro version. And that's definitely a big difference between these two brands. So this one, you cannot use it with a water chiller. You could probably get something that has tubes that go on in through the top, but Edge Theory doesn't make a product like that. And this is just going to be like a very nice and insulated tub. I really like how it looks, but of course you can't have a chiller connected to it. You'll have to use ice stuff to cool it down. These two products, they come with these inlets and outlets, and this connects to the Pod Chiller. This is going to be a 1/3 horsepower chiller that can cool the water down to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. The Pro version is a bit more powerful, half a horsepower. It cools the water down to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And this basically circulates the water. It filters it with this filter right here, and it just holds it at a constant temperature. So for me, I prefer to do ice baths like that. It's just way easier. I don't need to go out and get ice every single time. And if you're doing ice baths at least once or twice a week, I would say get something that allows you to use a chiller product with it. Now, that being said, Edge Theory also has a product that connects to a chiller. That's actually my main ice bath, which I will show you right here. So, and it's a little bit dirty, and we removed all the water to film this video, but this is about $5,000. The chiller is over here. So this is the majority of the cost, the chiller. And this chiller is super, super powerful. I believe it's 1 horsepower, gets the water down to 37 degrees, but this whole unit here is $5,000. That's why I'm not really going to talk about it too much in this video, because it's not affordable. It is a great product though. But yeah, if you want to get into the Edge Theory ecosystem for a lot less, this is a super solid product. Let me show you guys what this is like. So this right here is the $300 version. It doesn't come with this cover here, but as you can see, this is like military grade material. It's super firm. I could do a handstand on this, I think, and we don't have it filled with water because I live in an apartment. It's really hard, but as you can see, it looks really nice. I love the smaller footprint. So if you have a smaller space, these round designs allow you to still have a ton of volume of water while taking up less space. And this one is definitely bigger than the ice pod. Not too much bigger, but it is bigger. This one is for sure more firm. This one is more flimsy. It is a lot cheaper though. And yeah, like I said, this one doesn't have the connections to use it with a chiller, but it does have a drain pipe that you can use to easily drain the water. It also comes with this really nice air pump. So setting this thing up only took a few minutes. Super, super easy and fast. With the bundle, you get this insulated hood, which is super good quality. It just goes on top of it. If you're using ice, then yes, you want to for sure have some type of cover because it's going to insulate it, keep it cold for longer, and you also don't want dust and debris and stuff to fall into your tub. So I do recommend getting some type of cover. It also has another cover to go over this, plus a backpack. We have some ice cube makers here, a thermometer. Yeah, so this is a super solid product. So I'm gonna get into it and show you guys this is like. So it is kind of tall, so you might want to have a step stool. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit challenging, but I'm 5'10", so I can get in. It's just a little challenging. And then if I were to go inside, obviously there's no water in here, but yeah, it's very big. Since it's not like a tub, I can't have my legs fully straightened. I would probably be something like this. So either something like this, where you get fully into it, and then the water is up to like here, or you can also do something like this. But the fill level is supposed to be around here, so I think the first method is what they recommend doing. All right, so this is the most affordable ice bath on the market. I know I said this earlier, but it looks flimsy because we don't have water in it. But once you fill it up, it looks pretty solid. I think it's like 8 pounds without any water. But this thing is made with rods with this nylon right here. It can be used outside. It is weather resistant. It's UV resistant as well, so you can use this indoor or outdoor. If you compare this with this, I'd say this is definitely higher quality. It is 3 times the price at least, but this one, the good thing is that you do have the option to use it with that chiller. That's huge, I think, in my opinion. I think everyone that wants to do ice baths consistently should have the chiller product. It just makes the whole experience a lot better. This thing is a little bit harder to put together than that. It's still very easy. This one is definitely more challenging than these two. There are more rods, it's more complex, but it's still not too bad. And the insulating cover that came with ours, very easy to put on. You just sort of wrap it around and it wraps here with Velcro. And yeah, this one, like I said earlier, is $300. This is about $100. That's about $300 to $450 depending on if you get the bundle or not. This Pro version is 32 inches in diameter and then about 30 inches tall. And then for this one here, it is 67 inches long, 27 inches from side to side, and then 21.5 inches from bottom to here. All three of these are gonna be able to fit pretty much any size human being. This is gonna be the most comfortable because it is a lot longer. You can sort of stretch out. Whereas these ones, you do need to sort of have your legs together. But yeah, if you're wondering why you should even be doing ice baths, cold water therapy, I think it is such a good thing to implement into your routine, especially if you're really active, if you work out a lot, if you run, stuff like that. It does help with recovery. There are tons and tons of benefits for your health. I'm not gonna get into them in this video. I recommend just doing some research to see what some of these scientifically proved benefits are. But I've really enjoyed doing ice baths for the last 2 years. I feel like it's helped me a lot. I have become more resilient. I'm able to put myself in more stressful situations, and it just feels really good to come out here, do an ice bath when I'm sore, get out, feel super refreshed, feel like I can take on the whole day and just get energized, right? It just really helps me do that. In terms of which one you guys should buy, I'd say there's pros and cons, right? So this one, the con is of course that you cannot connect it to a chiller. Pro is that it's super sturdy, very, very well built, and it's extremely easy to set up. The normal ice pod, the standard and the pro version, obviously the pro here is that it is extremely affordable, $100 to $150. You do get 10% off if you use the link down below. Another pro is that it does connect to a chiller, so you have the option to first get this, expand later. I'd recommend just going all out and just buying this and this, or this and this together. I guarantee you it's going to make you do ice baths a lot more when you have this chiller. Now the cons of this one, it's more flimsy. The insulation is not as good as this one. It's also not as good as this one, but the smaller footprint, these two, it can be definitely a pro for a lot of people. This one's going to be a little bit more expensive than this one, right? About $300 for the long pod. Is it worth it for that extra amount? I'd say if you want a more comfortable seating position and you have the space, then yes, this one is going to be definitely better. It holds more water. It's way more spacious. It of course connects to the chiller unit. So yeah, if you have the space and you are okay using that space for this larger size footprint tub, then I'd say this is probably a better splurge than that one. Overall, I'd say that you just can't really go wrong with any of these. They all have their pros and cons. They're just all extremely affordable. Even with this chiller, these units are way less expensive than some of the other units on the market. They usually tend to go for like $5,000, $6,000, even $10,000. So being able to do ice baths at any time you want at a set temperature for about $1,000 to $1,500 is just amazing. You do get a 10% discount if you use my exclusive link and buy something from the pod company. So I'll have links to these products in the description down below. I don't think anyone else has that discount code, so it's a win for you guys. For the Edge tub, there's no discount if you use my link for this tub, but there is a $150 discount on their more premium model, the $5,000 one. You do get $150 off if you use code Charlie at checkout. But yeah, these are some of the most affordable ice bath options out there on the market. If you are active, definitely recommend doing ice baths. These are all great options, and hopefully this video helped you guys out in choosing which one is the right fit for you. Hopefully you guys got some value from this video. I'm gonna get in the ice bath right now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this.